Alright, making a video. Probably the last one in this series anyway. There's no point in, redundantly talking to denialists, and that's what they are. They're denialists. The worst kind of nihilist is the denialist. It just, there's nothing you can much say. They're basically telling you that, we can all just sit there and decide that this isn't a tree, that that's not the sky, this isn't the ground. We can just make up reality, and you don't have to worry about the properties that things overtly have and the categories they overtly fit in, explicitly, absolutely. We have this great liberty to make up reality. And of course you have the liberty to to pretend anything. I can pretend there's leprechauns, and I can sit here and go, ooh, I wonder if there's a leprechaun under there. Leprechaun, you under there? Mr. Leprechaun, I'm coming. I'm going to steal your gold. I could do that, but I would be a nut. I'd be an idiot, a fool. I'd be wasting my brain, living in a delusion. And so this is just it's a pointless argument for... And to do this in this atmosphere of atheism and philosophy is just so insulting, to your own, the integrity and the importance, of this kind of subject, of the fact that religion has forced us to live in delusions for centuries, millennia. The human race has been stunted and retarded by this delusionism. And so we grow a brain, we start flying, we start doing science, we start figuring out reality, and then these delusionalists come along, and tell us, no, we're going to make up our own reality. I mean, it's so anti-science, it's so anti the truth, it's just disgustingly dishonest, because I don't believe these people believe this at all. They just believe it conveniently. It's this convenient truth again. Okay, they certainly believe in the reliability of properties and categories for their own lives. And just because it's convenient to get to evade responsibilities, evade the truth of responsibility, they've decided I'll make that part of life a cartoon. Values and ethics, that's a cartoon. Yeah, okay, this ground is hard, I know that, I can't... they're not going to be jumping on any spears and pretending the spear's made out of rubber. So yeah, the bullshit of their mind over matter crap will certainly end when their own nuts are on the line. I mean, it's pathetic to have this conversation. And to have it in an atmosphere, like I said, where atheists are rewarding this conversation. Saying, yeah, just keep talking shit. Yeah, because it's anti that negativism. Yeah, and we all want to be positivists. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're optimistic, and we're pro-life. And it really is. These are atheists, and they're talking like pro-life, dogmatic, defensive pussies who can't make a reasoned argument. So they're resorting to saying, there is no argument, because I can say that's made out of rubber if I feel like it. Yeah, you can say it if you feel like it, but you're wrong. You've committed a category error, and it's catastrophic to the logic in your brain now, because you have a fake cartoon character in your model of reality. Again, our brain is holding a model of reality. The words are modeling reality, and their relationship to each other has to be as it has to reflect reality. The words have to mean something. The properties and the categories have to mean something. The things in your head have to reflect what's in the world, not what you want, not what you wish. And that's the irony of this. Is these anti-Kantovides talk as if as if we're, the people talking about the absolutism of it and the fact that we do know enough, as if, we're denying the uncontrollability of nature. No, we're the ones explicitly saying this is the way it is. We can't just hope it away. If it's going to change or if it's going to be better, we have to make it better. And quite obviously, that's not going to happen in a world where people are living in denial. You know. So, yeah, I guess there's just no point in talking it to death. I mean, the more important subject, I suppose, is the fact that there's just absolutely no way to communicate on these subjects. That you could talk yourself blue in the face about how vital it is for us as a human race to get the truth right, to understand the world, to model it correctly in our minds, for us to project what's possible, what's attainable, and what's valuable. And these glibbists aren't going to help at all. And the fact that you have to have the conversation in this atmosphere where you're not being defeated on logical grounds, you're not being given a better argument, you're being told you're not allowed to argue. I'm allowed to make it up. I can't argue with somebody saying I'm allowed to make it up. No, you can do it legally, yes. They won't let me kill you. But you're committing a grotesque crime against the truth. You're being very naughty, and you should be properly punished, for your lack of respect for the truth. So where else to take this? Yeah, it really is the fundamental conversation, is how to have a conversation. What are the rules of this interaction, and when do you have a right, to force the other side to put up or shut up, or to cry uncle, or to admit they don't have an argument, they just have hope and wishful thinking. Hey, pup. Hey, puppy. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm a friend. It's okay. It's okay. Here, smell. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, dogs are dogs. It's okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, he has this thing about.
Yeah, well, it's love-hate, right?
This thing about men. Like
Yeah. All right, thanks. It's okay. People and their dogs. Yeah. It's just a little bit. This is the kind of thing, if you intellectually model the world correctly, you won't buy a dog that's half pit bull. Especially if you're kind of a, not a terribly strong woman, and she has way too much dog, and she wants to let the dog run free, but that's really not going to work in a society where the people have to go from here to there on the same territory you want to use. But see, I'm just saying, a correct model of reality, that kind of crap doesn't happen. Incorrect model of reality, delusions, fantasies of it's all going to be all right. Yeah, well, it's not going to be all right. Someday the dog's going to rip a little kid's face off, and you're going to be sued for $1 zillion, and you're going to feel horrible and be a drunk and everything because you didn't model reality correctly. And what's true for individuals is true for the human race. We can avoid Fukushima, we can avoid disaster by being cognizant. That there's all kinds of warning signs, all kinds of readings of the wall You can see on the wall, wow, we've been preposterous assholes for centuries. Maybe we ought to be damn careful. Yeah, because we've broken a lot of fucking china. Yeah, the human race has broken a ton of fucking china. China, well, you know what I mean, expensive ware. You know, we have bold all over the place. And, yeah, maybe we need to be on a leash. And the leash should be logic. The leash should be science, some disciplined approach to interaction. And maybe you shouldn't just be free to make it up on your own when you have no knowledge, no education. You haven't spent 5 minutes working on the problems. You're just glibly opining right out of your ass. Yeah, man, that's the prescription for breaking a lot of valuables. That's the prescription for making a lot of messes. And Anacondavat is just the pinnacle of an obnoxious asshole who says, I will defy these rules. I will not be restrained by something called decency. Yeah, reasonableness. No. And it's just an excuse to be self-indulgent, to take what he wants. He's rationalizing, taking the candy from the baby, so to speak. Rationalizing excuses to cross all kinds of warning signs, writing on all kinds of walls about, hey, we've been down this road before, been there, done that, it came out really badly. Yeah, he's just saying, I don't have to pay attention to that. You do. You know, I'll reference Hitler and Mussolini and whoever when it serves my purposes. I'll scare you with the boogeyman words of totalitarianism. You know, when they're to my purposes. But when it comes to my freedom, yeah, no. Don't tell me I'm Hitler. Don't tell me I'm Mussolini. You know, I can violate all kinds of rights. I can violate all kinds of responsibilities. You know, just the duplicity, you know, of this hypocrisy. I mean, it's malicious hypocrisy, right? Because that would be duplicity. It's just malicious hypocrisy. He's not accidentally hypocritical. It's quite obvious. He knows he's a hypocrite. He doesn't care. He's going to sell this crap, this snake oil anyway. Ugh. This was a foul, disgusting. Again, what's the point of having a brain if it has to interact with people who will not acknowledge a rock is a rock, tree is a tree, grass is grass? No mystery. We know their origins, we know their backgrounds, we know their capabilities. Pigs do not fly. We know these things. And it's just silly to undo all the hard work we have done to learn things like wash your hands after going poopy. You know, you know, we do all this work to learn how not to be stupid, and then these stupid people, you know, somehow preach with their bulging eyes that you can't tell what's in the can. It's all mystery me. And people believe it. They endorse it anyway, because it seems passionate. And that's all they care. They don't care about whether it's right or wrong. Yeah. It seems sincere. And he said the word freedom. And he's against totalitarianism. So he must be on my side. I mean, it's just Stefan Molyneux all over the place, right? You know, he just pretends like he's on your side. When no, he's on his side and no other side. There is no other side. Alright. So what else can I add? I think getting back to the method of communication, how to do this in an honest way, where you don't have to mince words. You don't have to play games with your animosity. So you can be honest about how, disgusting and revolting you find somebody's words, but still maintain some sort of capacity, some theater where, it's decided. It's not, you just can't just keep redoing the same argument. Somewhere something is decided. And there's some appeal process, let's say. So if we decided wrong, we can change the decision. But there's got to be there's got to be a courtroom of reasonable theory, a courtroom of judgment on our theories of what is, what the proper designations are, the proper descriptions, how to properly describe. We've got to start convicting some of these truths and put them, establish them as something you have to deal with, or you have to, make a case to say that's wrong. The case explaining why God is wrong is easy to make now. Okay, we know it's just hearsay testimony, 2,000 years old, and that we don't have a single piece of reasonable evidence indicating the existence of a God. And we just have a bunch of irrational humans testifying to the existence, which means nothing, has no evidence value. You can always find some nutter who will say anything, and the Kantavot, for example. Yeah. So, no real point in having that conversation anymore. For any intelligent mind, religion has to be considered some sort of personal fantasy device. Something you use for your own sake of your psychology or something. So they did repave this road. Nice. They do have to, by law, do this kind of crap now. It's just, I don't know, it just seems like that must be preposterously expensive. And there's about, 2 wheelchairs per year that come through here. And it's got a gravel driveway, It's not like you need a sidewalk for the wheelchair. I mean, there's no reason to this, which is there's more evidence of the fact that we're not properly modeling the world. We're not recognizing that, one law does not fit all. That you really should have some capacity to mold the law to circumstance. That's just too much noise. Anyway, ew, baggy. Probably has poo in it. No, garbage. I'll have to pick that up on the way back. So the pond is looking quite disgusting. Yeah. Horrible, horrible. Yeah. It's got bushes growing in it now. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it that bad. Well, the water table's kind of low, so I'll cut it some slack. But yeah, I haven't seen that before. It's got bushes growing in it. Oh, shit. Lovely flowers, though. Let's go up on the bridge. Sorry about the noise. It's always something, it's nothing funny. There ought to be like some sort of rational rule, where there's like 3 days out of the week you can make noise, or 4 days, and then there's 3 days off or something. It just seems every day somebody's making fucking noise. you know, so you never can win. You know, it's every day somebody's going to make noise. A lot of gibberish, barely carve. People can't even carve anymore. Look how lame the new generation is. No depth to these carvings at all. Yeah, they're just so weak. I guess nobody carries a good knife anymore. Probably against the law. So anyway, yeah, some sort of fish food or something on the ground. Icking to it. So, where was I? Piku's Pass sign there. Didn't have no sign when I was a kid. Again, this is just my back. When I was a kid, this was my backyard. They used to oil this road instead of, it wasn't gravelly, it was just dirt that they oiled. So it was pretty kind of funny. You'd go walking somewhere and you'd get home and you smell like a gas station. But whatever, it was the charm of the whole thing. It used to be a train, you know, back in the 1800s, well, early 1900s. It used to go through here, and unfortunately, you know, because people can't model, they had a little bit of a financial crisis, and instead of saving the train, they let it fail, and you know, ruined a perfectly efficient, would have been a very valuable thing to have nowadays. But anyway, so I guess this is quite sufficient a video. But yeah, how to communicate. I mean, these are, I'm just saying that this is the kind of stuff, yeah, I would fight to the death for. This idea that the truth matters. This is really fucking important. You know, that's a kind of a first cause war. I mean, that's just so basic to having a coherent life, is a recognition that the truth matters. You know, it's vitally important to get this shit right. And you know, making some concession to, or giving up on even trying, is just so disgusting. Yeah, the whole stream is is really weak here now. I don't think I even saw it ever this week when I was a kid. That's my old tree there, still standing. I can't believe it's still up. I mean, it looks like hell. But yeah, I used to sit right there in that tree, right on that rock there. Spent many moments playing with my wiener. Yeah, I'm just contemplating life. Ah, it's like quicksand in here. Anyway, you know, no water, just muck and rocks. But it makes walking across very easy. So anyway, enough of a video and such. Off to work I go. Make my peanut butter money. Yeah. I'll get some energy pills. Anyway, till next time. And such, and so forth and whatnot. And yeah, probably enough.